sorry about that. The internet went off and couldn't do a lot about that. So we will resume where it left off. And some of you may have carried on, hopefully, and finished the set by yourself. But for those who want to watch the video, I will carry on now from spreading wings in the seated position. Okie doke. That's thrown me a bit. Okay, so we were doing spreading wings over this side. Right, so coming forward with the arms, lifting the toes, and then lifting the heel, dropping the toes. So spreading wings, not bringing the hands too close together, breathing in and out. If you have carried on without me, brilliant. If you haven't, you just had a little rest. Breathing out. And then we'll change sides. So stepping back, straightening up the standing leg, turning out the other one. We're going out over the knee, spreading wings to this side. Breathing in and out. So remember, even though you're seated, you can still rock through those feet, raising the toes and then lifting the heel. Breathing in. Got to slow myself down a bit now because I've been running around trying to work out why we had no internet. If anyone sees the open reach out and about in the village, it's probably them. Breathing out. And in, back to centre. So feet still shoulder width, facing forwards, arms coming into the side. We're moving on to punching. So we're going to punch away on the out breath and breathe in as the hand comes back. Punching away and breathing in. So you're turning that fist so the knuckles face away. And then bringing it back into the side, fingernails pointing upwards. Breathing out. And in. So it's a good, strong fist. Still keeping that elbow soft. So you're not fully extending. And if you can manage it, trying to bring that arm out at shoulder height. Pushing away. But if that's uncomfortable for you, keep it lower. Breathing in. Do one more to each side. And in. Dropping the hands to the sides. If you're standing, it's fingertips to the front of the thighs. So the side of that little finger. We're going to come up onto our toes. Breathing in for flying like a wild goose. Hands coming up. And then down. Breathing in. Just because we're seated, we're still going to lift those heels up and out. Slowly lifting them up so they're moving as the hands are moving, and then slowly lowering them down. Breathing in. flying like a wild goose. And both hands, palms facing each other. Breathing in, hands coming up. And breathing out. Breathing in. And out. So circling hands like a spinning wheel. So if you're seated or if you're standing doing this version of the movement, keeping the head central, the arms are moving around us. You're doing the full movement, get that waist moving, let the head go. We'll change direction, so going back round the other way, to breathe in as the hands come up. And breathe out. Keeping the hands soft and relaxed, watching those thumbs again. And remember, if you're standing and bending from the waist, try and come back through the centre of that in-breath, so you're slightly bringing yourself back through the middle line. And out. Do one more up and around, breathing in. And out. Returning the hands, bouncing a ball, opposite heel to hand, breathing in, lower it back down, breathing in, and lowering down. Now, if you're standing or seated, if you can manage the knee lift, then we'll do that. Let the foot dangle and back down. Just breathing in, lifting the whole leg if you can, and out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Now if it's too difficult to get any lift in the leg, especially seated, just concentrate on that heel raise. And out. Breathing in. And you know, if you're standing, try and get that extra little heel lift if you can. Breathing out. In. And out. Last move. Push palms, breathing in. And out. So we're pressing those palms up to the face on the in-breath and lowering them down on the out. Feet flat to the floor, breathing in. Straightening up through that torso, breathing out. A little bit further away from the body as you breathe in, and a tiny bit closer as you push back down, breathing out. One more, breathing in and out. We're going to bring the hands up and around into that prayer position, soft hands, so it's the fingertips and bases of your hand touching down through that centre line. Try and balance the body left and right. Hands to the lower tummy, left over right. Sorry, left then right, so right over left. And slowing the breathing down. Take 3 or 4 long deep breaths in and out. And think about relaxing through that body, especially make sure the shoulders are nice and relaxed, the bottom's relaxed. Make sure you're not holding any tension in these thumbs. And we're done. So thank you very much. Apologies for the break in transmission. It was broadband failure, so nothing to do with me for a change. We're going to quickly finish the cool down. So a good rub of the hands, some warmth in the hands, and then dry washing of the face. So all in and around the face. A good old rummage in there and into the scalp. I'm going to give the scalp a rub. Get it in there. All around the back of the head, back of the neck. Then tap down the outside of your arms and up the insides. Good firm taps. Then we're going to tap down the outside of the legs, so starting right up as far as you can get, all the way down the outside to the ankles, and then up the insides. And then we're going to wipe the arms, outside arms, wipe away, inside arms, wiping away. Down the legs, wipe, and down the inside of the legs. And that's it, we're done. So hopefully, chair people who are out there, I know, that's a good refresher for you as to what you should be trying to do. Oh, hi Steph. Didn't see you on the first bit. Did you just make the second bit? Just made the second part, thanks to the internet. Yeah. Seated. So if you normally do it standing and you're having a rough day and you just think, oh no, the back's not playing ball today, but I'm going to have a go, I'm going to try the seated, then go for the seated, do part seated, part standing. So if you find you can start standing, then need to sit down part way through and then get back up again, absolutely fine. Use the chairs. So when you're seated, don't overreach round to the sides because you'll really start to feel it in your back, and it is quite tempting. If you're used to going around a long way when you're standing and you try and get that same rotation and you're seated, you won't go as far and you'll stress the back too much. So don't worry that you're not going around so far either side. What you find is when you're stood up, although you think you're keeping the pelvis facing forwards, it's moving with you a little bit. You don't realise until you're trying to keep your bottom down flat on a chair how much the turn is not the turn, it's the bottom half going with you. So yeah, don't overreach to either side. Again, it's back to 70%, and I cannot bang on about that enough. 70% effort. So really don't go to your extremes. Over time, it'll slowly improve. And you aren't going to notice it, but somebody watching you will really notice the difference month on month of practice. So it's tiny, minuscule amount. If you actually videoed yourself at the start and then at the end of this summer, say, did it again, you'd suddenly think, oh, I'm getting a lot further now, or my arms are moving freer. You'll notice less difference from one side to the other. It just becomes more natural and easier. And although our shibashi moves have some very daft names, I will admit, it's all weather and animals and nature. They do relate to what we're doing in day-to-day movements. So even something as simple as dancing with rainbows, it's where you need to be getting your hand up to brush your hair in the morning, or to what else, to reach up for things in the kitchen. So it's movements. You'll find if you've got a problem, if all of a sudden I'm getting a problem with this shoulder, you'll automatically start using the other one all the time. You stop using this one, and then when you do need to go and do this one, it won't get there. So by going through these movements, keeping our range of movements flowing and going and in use, it'll help prevent a lot of problems further down the line. So hopefully you enjoyed this, even though we did get a little break in it. Even Mavis didn't join in today. I think she's had too many people around, so she's catching up on her sleep as well. So yeah, I'll be back on Thursday. As anything, any problems, anything you guys want to do, then just let me know. But hopefully you enjoyed that, even with the interruption in the middle. And I'll see you all again on Thursday. Bye.